So I have been procrastinating creating video content for about 10 years. For my previous business, which was a brick and mortar therapy business, and now for my new business because we moved to another country. And mind you, I have a degree in applied neuroscience. My research interest is goals and procrastination. So I've decided to use this crippling fear that I have about creating video content and just use the knowledge or the training that I would use working one-on-one with somebody else, using it for myself, on myself in those 30 days and filming me. Now, mind you, I will have blurbs in here, I will have mistakes, there'll probably be the awkward moments of silence, but if you bear with me, we'll go through this together. So let me share my screen here on my iPad with you, and let's have a look at the first exercise that I would do if you would, or if I would come to myself in order to get help dealing with procrastination in creating video. And the whole reason we procrastinate is because it's a failure to mood regulate. There is an awesome book and lots of research papers from Fuchsia Seroyce on procrastination if you're interested. And yes, I've created videos over the past years for a German channel for my practice. I just had guided meditations and hypnosis sessions, but without my face most of the times. And the few times that I did film myself, I definitely had to have some kind of PowerPoint, and it would take me hours to just record one sentence, because I tried to be so scientifically correct and accurate that it would completely cripple me. And obviously I can't remember 100, like even 3, 4, 5, 6 different references and the details and have it word for word correct. So anyway, so it's this whole fear of creating video content, of talking, what do people think? What will my friends, most of all my friends and family think? And all of those things going on in my head. So I know this was waffling on a bit, but let us together start with the first worksheet that I would use if I was my own client. So this whole thing came about, and today is Monday, on Friday, where I was supposed to create a 60 to 90 second video for a presentation I'm doing for the Applied Neuroscience Association for International Men's Day. A short video about what I'm presenting, and the topic is self-medication in men dealing with depression and anxiety. And I was sitting for, I think, at least an hour trying to record something, and I froze and I deleted the videos, and I just was thinking about how to say it best and how to say it perfectly and how to be correct, and I questioned everything. And I had a bit of a meltdown in that moment because it was just a small thing. It's not even my core business. I'm just giving this presentation because I was asked to. And I'm not even able to create a presentation for something that is really close to my heart. So I decided then and there, so either I will quit this whole idea of creating a business, or I need to overcome this crippling fear and procrastination of creating video content. And so I came up with this question, and I will share my screen now here with you. Let me turn on the screen record. Okay, so I came up with this question here. So what if I was my own client? What would I do? And so I thought, okay, I would create a 30-day or 90-day program I would put myself through the 90-day training program that I've created. Now, because because I created the whole background knowledge that goes with it, I don't have to go through the background knowledge. But one thing I did this morning, and that is something I ask all my clients to do, is this. And this is the Life Change Index Scale. And this just shows, this is just to measure the amount of psychosocial stressors that I'm dealing with at the moment. If you would like to have this document, just send me an email at gwen@goalsninja.com and I will happily send you this document. And this is just about the whole notion that we all deal with stressors, and the more stressors we have, the more obviously it affects us, and the more likely we're to procrastinate, the more likely we seek easier ways, we seek distractions, we have less discipline. Obviously, we're less patient, we are, it has a whole host of negative health effects. So I did this morning, and I'm lazy when I do my own documents. I didn't write the scores here, but I just marked them off on my iPad, and I came up with this really big number. And as you can see here, it's 300 plus, which is a likelihood of illness in the near future of 80%. So I know I'm way more stressed than I ought to be, and I do this Life Change Index. I try to do it like every 6 to 8 weeks just to see where I'm at. And this morning, again, it really surprised me at the level of stress that I'm experiencing at the moment. So this is point one. So I know I'm stressed, so I know I need to do things to decrease stress. One of the things I do anyway, I have a little dog, so I would take the dog for a walk anyway multiple times a day. We live in the countryside, so I have nature exposure. There are many ways to reduce stress that work for me. That will be something like short guided meditations, yoga, exercise, which I've taken up to do regularly. So there are many things I can do to reduce stress, but my favorite ways to reduce stress is using goal-directed actions. I wrote my thesis on that topic, using goal-directed actions to reduce burnout and increase engagement for people working in organizations. So I have this one-page framework here. And this is a framework that I use with all my clients because I think it is so useful. So I try to keep this video, not make it too long, but this is the sheet that I use for others, but also for myself. So my question here, what do I want? And just let me see, it's a little too thick. Let me make this a little thinner. Okay, so what do I want? I want to be able to create videos. I want to be able to create online content and record myself doing videos. So I want to be able to create video content for my business. Okay, so the whole point here is, and I think I've mentioned that before, yes, I have created content. It has cost me a lot of energy, and I've hated it. I remember, it's more than 10 years ago when I wrote a math book in German, and I was supposed to create content for it, and it petrified me. And one of the main reasons I quit this business was because I created YouTube videos and I had some really mean comments and I couldn't deal with it then, and I quit. And then I started my therapy business, which was brick and mortar. I didn't really need any online content to build that business. And I just created those hypnosis sessions for my clients. And the reason I put them onto YouTube was because they would ask me, hey, I lost the link. Can you please send me your Dropbox link again? And so I started putting them onto YouTube, mostly with some kind of different background video. So yes, so now back to this. And in the past weeks, I've tried to create some content, which I did I tried with a document or with a screen share or something else, and I tried to really get my picture like this small, because again, there is no rational reason why it scares me, because I have no problem sitting in front of or standing in front of a group of multiple hundreds of people and give a presentation or talk on any topic. So yeah, so let's get to the next point, is we take stock of our strength, of my strength and weaknesses. Again, if you would like to have this document, just send me an email, or send me a message on Instagram, or find me anywhere, and I will send you this document. So strength and weaknesses. So my strength are, I have all the equipment. So let me just make that bigger. I have all the equipment, all I need. I have an iPhone, I have a tripod, I have a window, I have a Mac, I have the software, I have all I need. But on the other hand, I totally lack skill. And it scares me. And I'm definitely overly wanting to have it perfect. Okay, overly perfect. So I have hardware and software. Hardware and software. Maybe a strength would be I have the knowledge. I have the knowledge. I want to teach. Yes. So this is, for this moment, all I can think about. And because it's this one sheet, this one page that I use, I don't put too much time into it right now. So what are my outcome goals? And again, here we don't need to be forget SMART goals for that. It's at some point when I'm a little better with this, I will create a video on why you can see me sweat like crazy, because it's so stressful. Forget SMART goals for this whole thing, because SMART goals, especially if we're procrastinating, SMART goals really don't work. This whole make it, I forgot what SMART stands for because I dislike it so much. This whole make it measurable and make it, put a date on it and all that. So I much more prefer having process goals, or that is why I created this worksheet for my clients. So what are outcome goals that I want to have? So I want to be able to just, turn on the camera and record a video. So I want to, just turn on camera and record without too much stress. And I really want to create a YouTube channel where I teach the knowledge that I have that helps people overcome procrastination, because procrastination is such a dangerous habit, and there's so much false information out there, and this whole thing, you need to be disciplined, you need to just get over yourself and get things done. That's not how it works. And the science behind it, the solid science behind it, is something very different. So I really want to get that knowledge out there, because I want to help other people live a life that they enjoy and overcome mental health troubles it's a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, so outcome goals is turn on camera and record without too much stress and build a YouTube channel teaching to overcome procrastination. Okay. So process goals, and this is the whole point, is process goals as opposed to outcome goals. And you can see I'm not saying this has to be done by December 31st at 12 o'clock and I need to have 20 new videos, stuff like that. That is just when most of us, including myself, I would just shut down and totally retreat and do other things. I would clean my kitchen, clean my email inbox, and do a lot of other things except working on this one thing. So what are process goals? So my process goal for the next 30 days is creating a video every day where I walk myself through the process of overcoming procrastination and all those negative emotions attached to creating videos. So my process goals is a video a day where we together go through my training together. Okay. I can't think of the word. It's chronicle? No, it's not chronicle. Okay. Anyway, so a video a day where we go through my training together. And post the video. I think that's the most important thing. Post video, which would also include edit video every day. Okay, learning goals. Learning goals is I need to definitely learn how to edit, also how to film, get over fear, get over perfectionism, sorry. Yes, I think this is all that I can think about this moment. Then next we would have thinking goals. And I really like the idea of thinking goals because the reason we do something is because we have those whole thought habits behind it. And before we go on, let me share my a model that I used when I used to be a therapist, a model that I base the way I work on. So let me see if it works here. So if this is your life and you are somewhere here, and this is where you were conceived, and this is your life, and it obviously goes on as much as you like. So our perception, and it's important to note that it's perception of everything that we've ever seen, heard, or experienced. Out of this, our brain builds lots of little apps. A lot of them are unconscious, where our brain practice something so much that it becomes an automation. It's like when you were 3 years old, you learned how to tie your shoelaces. And if you look at a small child learning to tie shoelaces, it's like, and it's really concentrating so hard, and it's so hard work. And just a few years later, you have your child running out of the house and just tying shoelaces. And if I would wake you at 3 tomorrow morning and I would ask you to tie my shoelaces, apart from you being annoyed with me, you could tie my shoelaces in your sleep, basically. And same it's with many things. And this is all also based on Kahneman's system 1, system 2 thinking. We have things, the brain, that are automatic, that are fast. And our brain likes stuff that's automated. So all of this, and there is another level of complexity I will not explain here in this video, We have all those things that are automated, and they really make who we are today, but also who we will be in the future. And so these are just apps. So for me, the way I think about videos, the fear I have in my head about those videos, all of this is just an app that I've practiced. I've just practiced it so much that it has become automatic. And I really like this this model because it doesn't make me be the bad one. It's just something my brain has practiced. It's something I've practiced and I've become so good at that it's automated, like driving your car, taking a turn. When you start driving, taking a left turn in the European system is really hard because you need to look and you need to double check, and there's so many things going on. And it's stressful, but then 5 years later, you can sit and drive with your best friend and you can keep on chatting, planning your day, you plan your to-do list, you listen to music, you might sing loudly to the music you like. And driving is just something that happens. So we all have those automated things that are normal for us. So I have normalized and I've become very much good at freaking out about creating video content. So I need to change my thinking about video content. And I realized some of my favorite YouTubers, they are not perfect. Some of the people I really like consuming their content, and they don't have perfect backgrounds, perfect filming, but the information is really good. On the other hand, there are other YouTubers I really love, like Life of Riza, and her filming is out of this world and it's amazing, and I know I will never get there, and I know I don't have the ambition to ever get there because I don't want to go study movie making and become again this person who can film that well, because again, I'm an applied neuroscientist. My brain works differently. I've learned different things. So anyway, back to thinking goals. So how must I think differently from now in order that I, am able to create video content for my business? So I need to get over this whole perfectionism thing. So what do I need to think? That it's okay that my videos aren't perfect. It's okay that my videos are not perfect. Okay, what else must I think? I must, It's okay that my content is not a research paper where I need to justify everything. So my content is no research paper with references and justifications. Okay. And it's okay to have ands in it and again not be perfect. It goes back to the perfect. So let's just keep those two. So create action items and task lists. So if here my process goal is to create a video a day, then it is turn on my iPhone and record. Oops. Turn on iPhone and record. I need to plan what I want to do. Plan every day. Plan every day. But I can follow the outline, the program that I've created for my clients. I can roughly follow it because, again, I don't need a lot, all of the education. But if I want to create the videos in order to have you be able to follow along, I will do a lot of I will go through all of the educational stuff. So plan every day with educational stuff, but also with my experience and also what that kind of, yeah. Plan every day with education, experience, and to-dos. And then I need to edit it and then post it. I also need to decide where I want to post it. Well, YouTube, actually. And I think I will just skip all the other channels that I have. Okay, post on YouTube. And now this is actually my, no, why doesn't that work? This is actually here my favorite part, which I've used for my thesis, for so many other things. It's like a small Gantt chart. And then I have here, and this works normally a bit different than it would if you have different things to do. But with the thing I'm facing now, this whole procrastination of, or maybe actually not, thinking goals, because I forgot the scaffolding. I knew something was missing. So down here, scaffolding, the bit about scaffolding comes from Martin Seligman's book and his research on flourishing. And that is, how can I make all of this, how can I make all of this easier for myself? And scaffolding is, what can I do? Yeah, what can I do to make it easier? It's like a building, when you put scaffolding on a building, in order to renovate the building, it makes it easier for the painters to come up and apply new paint or put in new windows. And scaffolding is about the same thing. So scaffolding for me might be watching YouTube videos on filming and editing. Maybe even you know, how-to videos on filming and editing, but maybe even overcome fear. I'm not sure I like a lot of those videos. Maybe take 1, 2, 3 therapy sessions with a psychologist, with a friend, with a therapist who is a friend of mine. Take sessions and obviously just filming, no matter how I feel, but that's not part of the scaffolding part. So let me leave that here. I really do like the idea of using YouTube University for all of this, because this is the easiest way for me to change the way I think, is just to watch how-to videos and just watching somebody break it down step by step. So it becomes easier for me. And it creates this belief that if they're doing it, then at some point I'll be able to do it. So here we have the whole, and now I need to create my own Gantt chart where I plan this out, where this part here is basically daily. So this is, let me make that bigger. I think I'll just make this even thinner for that. So film, and post. This would basically be, oops, okay, make this thinner. I think I made this too small. So this would basically be really, okay, look, this works better. Here you go. So basically this would be this every day. However, I need to really change the way I think about it. So I also need to watch YouTube videos. Here, this whole scaffolding part, because I need to learn how to, and again, because here we have this whole learning how to edit film and get over fear and definitely get over perfectionism. So I need to watch YouTube videos. Now, I don't need to do that. Let's take a different color. I don't need to do that every day here, but maybe I just say, okay, this is for the next 4 weeks, because this is a week and this is a week and this is a week. So what I do is I might take the next week and I'll focus on this, and I'll really binge, apart from creating daily videos, I will binge watch how to overcome fear, how to create videos, how to, all of this. And then again, the whole idea where I said here there's too much stress, I actively need to reduce stress. Let's go back here, and that would be exercise. That would be nature exposure works well for me. Then some short hypnosis sessions. And play with my dog, that always works. So those things for the next 2-3 weeks, I definitely would take all of them. And let me change the color. Reduce stress. And so all of those, I probably would go on to varying degrees for the whole next 30 days. So here I have my plan, what to do for the next 30 days. And of course, if you have a different situation, very often, normally what I had here is that it's more like in phases, that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But here, this is really very much a process goal where I want to do something every day. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, maybe I will just not do those things on the weekends. So maybe it's not 30 videos, maybe it's just 5 videos a week, which would be 20 videos. Okay, so the whole big thing is tracking and analyzing, and I have another sheet for that, which I will not use here because I can easily track my progress by looking at my YouTube channel and seeing, have I created and posted a video every day. And so I can see it, my posts on YouTube. So now I've filled this, and I know my first task I've already done. I've pressed play for this video, and we've walked this whole, and we've worked through this goal-directed action framework. So now I've created my first video without a very structured outline. I thank you for your patience. And again, if you would like to have any of those documents, send me an email at gwen@goalsninja.com or find me on Instagram or on Facebook and send me a message and tell me which document you want, and I'll pop it right over to you. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow. Bye.